welcome back to In Out Delete, the show review both new and older movies. This is Gino.
This is Robert.
This is Ricardo.
America.
And Gio.
And here we are again, the second week of December. Hopefully everyone is doing well. You guys are safe.
Before we start with the movie, what do you guys think about this whole HBO Max streaming the movies now?
Oh,
Bye-bye
man.
to the theater?
Huge, shocking news. And I think theaters...
It was inevitable?
Yeah, I agree. It was inevitable, but like the pandemic accelerated things.
Mhm.
And I think a few years from now, theaters are going to be a very niche thing. You know, it's only going to be for
Think
like
so?
people like us. It's headed that way.
Shit,
'cause,
maybe.
you know, streaming is it's where it's at, and content is king. And how are you going to like entice people to come to watch your streaming service is by having the best content, right? And the move that they pulled by saying like, because right now movies that go straight to streaming still kind of have the same stigma as something that goes straight to DVD. It's like,
Yeah.
not that good. But with this move, they're getting the high quality stuff that goes to theaters, right?
Yeah.
And now it's going to put it in people's heads like, hey, I could get high quality stuff in streaming. So that's going to kind of force Disney's hand and other studios' hand. And I think the ripple effect is going to be huge on this.
I agree.
And you'll save money, right? Because like the theater does cost a little bit more.
The big four movies that are on there are like Wonder Woman, Dune, The Matrix 4. I guess Space Jam. We want to throw Space Jam in there.
That's the
Like,
one
it's
I
Mortal
want.
Kombat.
I don't want it.
I don't care about any of those.
Oh, because this guy's a hater, right? A LeBron hater? That's why. Huh? I didn't get it. I was like, what?
Well, enough of sad news. Let's continue with our show. Robert, what was the new movie of the week that we watched?
A new movie this week is available on Netflix, and it's called Mank, and it's directed by David Fincher, and it stars Gary Oldman. And the movie is about a famous Hollywood screenwriter from the 30s. It chronicles like him writing Citizen Kane, the famous Orson Welles movie, and his kind of involvement with politics. I'll go first, since I think it's safe to say that I'm the biggest David Fincher fan in this group.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I love David Fincher. I love his movies. Like, he's one of my favorite directors. Some of his movies are some of my favorite movies of all time. But this movie, I remember when I saw the trailer, I was like, I don't know, because he usually does like crime thrillers, right?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't really do movies like this. But I was still excited to watch like a David Fincher movie. But I gotta say, I'm out on this. To be honest, like I found it boring. Like, I didn't care about this guy Mankowitz and his story. Was there like, there's really no story, right?
Yeah.
He's just kind of like, you think they kind of build it as him writing Citizen Kane, but it kind of is about that, but it really isn't. And then it shows him doing like other little things. Like, I don't know, it's not really a character study either. I just didn't have anything to connect to, and I honestly checked out.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm not deleting is because it's a very beautiful film. Like, it looks
Yeah.
great, but that's not enough. And I think for regular people who like, I kind of am a film buff. I care about Citizen Kane. I know a little bit of the backstory, how it's based on William Randolph Hearst and all that. But yeah, I could give a shit about this like movie. I was like, I don't care about what's going on. So for like regular people, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this boring ass shit? Like, nothing happens. So yeah, very disappointing for me. Ricardo, what did you think?
I'm on the same boat. I am an out. Yeah, it looks really, really pretty though. And I love movies that are about movies, you know? So
Yeah.
I was really excited actually to watch it. When I saw the trailer, I was actually excited to be like, oh, it's a movie about movies, you know, whatever. But yeah, I zoned out and I fell asleep. What about you, Gino? What do you think?
I'm jumping on the same boat as you guys too. I'm an out. I really was. I was like you, Ricardo. I wanted to like it. I really like, the visuals are great. You know, the acting wasn't bad. It was just I was not interested. I was bored. There were some actors I didn't feel like they should be in it. You know, like Amanda Seyfried. Lily Collins was another one. I was kind of like, whatever it's about. But the one person that got me super like, what the fuck, was the guy that played Orson Welles. That played Orson Welles.
Yeah, he got the voice down.
He got the voice down.
Yeah.
This is me watching Citizen Kane first, and then jump into this right away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was fucking. I was like rewinding it to make sure. Like, am I watching the same movie? Did they use real audio from like the phone car or something? Because it was accurately good. And
Yeah.
but yeah, this movie's too slow. 2 hours long. Like Citizen Kane was worth the 2 hours, but this movie wasn't. I want to hear what Gio thinks about the movie. I feel like he's an in.
I feel like it too.
That was gonna be an in, but it's like you guys have brought up some real good points. So I think I'm actually gonna be in, and I'm joining you guys on the out train because it's like I didn't hate my time while watching it. It's a little messy because they tried copying the Citizen Kane kind of style of film, like of storytelling, because it goes away from him writing the script. You see the inspiration for the script, if you kind of understand what, like you kind of see where he pulled, you know, some of the storylines.
Your straight is the answer, huh? To the movie.
Yeah, it's
yeah, totally. Yeah.
I checked out maybe in the first 30 minutes, and it probably is because
Funny.
I really was like, what the fuck is happening? Like I thought like maybe if I ask him, he can fill me in and I can, you know, continue with the movie from then on. And I just couldn't pay attention. I kind of want to be an out because I agree it was beautiful. And I think that they used the techniques that they used in Citizen Kane like really creatively here. It makes you feel like this movie was made in that time, which I think is really nice. But I also want to delete because it gave me nothing. It was completely unnecessary. Like if I want to hear this music or watch a movie in that, you know, in that aesthetic or whatever, like I'll watch an old movie.
Right.
Watch Citizen Kane.
With something about it. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete. I didn't find anything interesting
Delete
about
it.
this.
I think the biggest issue is it doesn't really have a plot. Like, what is the thing driving the story forward? Maybe, and I was kind of hoping that I was wrong and that somebody would say like, no, this is what the movie was doing and this is what it did. But it seems like we all have the same reaction, and it's I don't know if I should be nice and give the movie an out just because it looked good, right?
Yeah.
Plenty of movies look good. They're fucking professional movies,
Yeah.
right? Why wouldn't they? I mean, honestly, I think I'm just gonna change it. I'm gonna be a delete.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because like it's just really
we keep talking each other out.
Yeah, we keep talking each other down. Yeah, like I don't know, like it looks nice, so what, you know? Why do you care? You know, you have to make it worth their while.
Yeah, there's some moments where even the movie checks out, I guess, on itself because
that whole
there's a walk where he and you know, Gary Oldman as Mank and Amanda Seyfried character are walking through the compound, and it's just kind of there's it gives you a little bit, but then it doesn't. It just goes on for too long.
And Gino kind of mentioned like there's no point to their characters, right? Why is that character there? You mentioned the two characters? I would argue that none of the characters are important, you know? Like none of it really, like who the fuck cares about this guy, that guy, that dude, you know? It even Gary Oldman, like yes, it is a great performance, and if he gets nominated, sure, fine. Why? I don't know, because he's acting like a drunk. It's like fine, like they're in acting class. Wow, you know, good job, give him an A. But other than that, you know, for us, fuck out of here. This is a new category, guys, and I think we've all know what this means. This is a pause movie. You pause it to see how much time is left. How much more of this shit you have to endure. And I know we've all had that experience watching, maybe not this movie, but other movies. I think it's safe to say we have a consensus here. A very beautiful film, but a very boring film that is not going to give you anything that's worth your time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 3 outs, 2 deletes. Moving on to the next pick, which is Ricardo's pick. Ricardo, what is your pick?
Ooh, change it up to Christmas. What
kind of Christmas song is that?
I don't know.
We can't afford Christmas songs.
What did I pick?
Holidate.
Holidate.
On Netflix.
Holidate is about this girl who is, I guess, embarrassed when like she goes to visit her mom in holidays, and she's single, so I guess she wants to get a guy to take all the time, and I guess her aunt has a holidate, and she's like, I want one of those too, but for some reason she keeps the same guy when the aunt always gets different guys. So for this one, I am an out. Yeah, because I was gonna delete because it was really bad, but then again, like I was a little entertained at first, but then the movie starts like it just keeps going. It's not funny anymore. And what do you think, Gino?
I'm an out. I I give it credit. It's not your typical romance movie. You know what I mean? It's not your. It changed it up a bit for me. Like it's more of like the girl's perspective than the guy, because the girl at the end, the girl chases the guy, then the guy chases the girl. But Emma Roberts, man, she's pretty, but she's not good at acting all the time, man. This ain't a good movie. I liked her in the American Horror Story stuff, or even like I think Scream Queens is another show. But movies, man, nah, dude, I can't take her serious as a lead. She's like a good side character. If she played the aunt, I believe that. I'll go, yeah, Emma Roberts, you got it, girl. But yeah, that's my take of it. I'm out. What about you, Robert? What do you think about this one?
I watched this early in the week and I've been struggling. Like, what should I give this? I've been like a ping pong going back and forth, I didn't hate it. I enjoyed my time watching it, even though with all the issues it had. Yeah. I'm gonna have to give it an in.
Oh, okay.
I've been struggling all week, guys. I guess because like when it first started, like the scenes, like when it first starts, it lets you know, like, hey, this isn't a fucking Hallmark movie. This is like a raunchy comedy. And I was like, oh, okay, it's like we're in for like a real movie. Like it was funny. Like you could tell the writing had a little bit of wit in it. So I think it kind of set itself up for something a little bit better than like A Night Before Christmas, I was like really excited. I was like, all right. And I like the two leads. I liked Emma Roberts and the discount Thor.
Discount Thor.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'll buy into the premise. Like I'll buy what they're selling. But I think then the movie just kind of goes on autopilot and it fizzles out, and the jokes stop being funny, like they stop landing. It's mixed, but I'll be nice. I'm being nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gio, what did you think?
Yeah, I'm on the same boat as like Gino. It's an okay movie. It's not great, so I'm just gonna be an out on this. Yeah, like it doesn't take itself seriously at towards the beginning or whatever. Like they even make fun of romantic comedies. Like they're making fun of themselves because they know themselves, they're a romantic comedy and stuff. But yeah, I think the fact that they go through all the holidays just kind of drags it on a little bit. It makes it drag on, even though it's not that long of a movie, but it just makes it drag on. What about you, America?
I didn't absolutely hate my time, but I also didn't like my time watching it. It felt way too long. Mm-hmm. Like Gio said, like, why did they go through all the holidays? It did start off kind of good, and then it just like plummeted. So I'm gonna have to delete. I didn't think the acting was good.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, because like you're watching it and they make such a big deal of having to get together for these holidays.
Yeah.
And you could understand that for things that the big ones, Thanksgiving and Christmas, because those are the ones where you get together with family and they always ask you, right? Like, ¿y el novio? ¿Y la novia? But like the other ones, it's like, why do you have to go out? And I thought it was just me, like, because I've never really had a social life. I was like, why? I don't understand. You don't have to go out on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
But then it's funny to hear you say that. It's like they put what it is that the movie, the little premise they have is really razor thin, right?
Yeah.
It's like, and they're forcing themselves to hit those holidays. But I think it would have benefited from what you said. Like they should have just started those two holidays and then kind of become friends.
Yeah.
Right. And then show their relationship developing that way, rather than trying to hit those holidays. Like you wonder, like, why would they hang out months apart?
Yeah. Right.
Right. Why are they texting each other? Like it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Why didn't they include President's Day?
Yeah. Like after like the fourth or fifth
Day.
holiday, like after the fourth or fifth holiday, you just don't buy it anymore. It's like, okay, like you could have done this without the dumb holiday cliche. You could have still ended it on Christmas.
Yeah.
Just hit the big ones.
If she needs a holiday, right? Which the point is to not have a boyfriend because she's so like tired of love because she got dumped or whatever, and everyone in her family's getting married and she has all these pressures. Why not go like the aunt and get a new date every single time? Like she's attractive. They act like she's the fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like she can find a new date, but she chooses to go with the same one. And she's like, we're not going to get any more involved. She doesn't text him or he doesn't text her. I don't know what it is. And they're like, oh, we will never have sex. And they make it a point to like talk about that.
But why?
So why?
I think it tried and succeeded to not make itself a typical romantic comedy. And then it tried really hard to fall back into that same formula,
Yeah. By the end, they're like, "Oh fuck, we haven't she hasn't accepted love again. Like we have to make it happen now."
Where is she gonna run to say she loves him? Like they didn't want to make it an airport, so they made it a mall. You know,
And-
it's
And
like,
he's there all the
you
time.
why couldn't you just call him?
I know.
Like, why? Like, what's the big deal? Okay, so he walks away, and then you just call him.
Yeah.
He
And
goes
it's-
to circle.
Yeah, God, no,
They
but
met at the
why?
mall and they found.
I know,
But
I
why-
get it. Yeah.
Why is he always at the mall? Like, this isn't the early 2000s.
Yeah,
Like,
I
they're
was gonna
not
say that.
teenagers. The mall isn't a place to hang out anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you have places to be, clearly, because you have such a big social life. Like, why is he always at the mall?
Yeah, you know, it's cool if he was like an Uber driver and he kept picking her up. Like, fuck you again.
It's funny because they fall in love when she takes a shit, no, on herself or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that turned him on.
Yeah.
He's into that.
Oh, you know what they like.
We have 2 deletes, 2 outs, and 1 in. Damn it, Robert. I'm gonna look at you, Robert. Damn
That's his favorite movie. That's it.
it, Roberts. That's all it is.
It's because he sympathized because he gets asked la novia or
Oh
novio.
yeah, every fucking. I mean, I'm kind of glad there's a pandemic this year. You don't have to deal with that shit.
Well, tune in next week, which we have a new movie, which is The New Mutants. Sorry, I'm mumbling here. And Jill's pick, which is
A Christmas Catch, which is on Netflix. Another.
Is it baseball related?
No, it's if I
Damn.
remember correctly. I think she's a cop and he's a thief, a jewel thief.
Oh,
please don't forget to follow us and not delete reviews. Instagram, Twitter at and not delete, and also YouTube and not delete. Please comment, subscribe. Also Spotify, we have our own little favorite playlist thing going on. Please comment, let us know what you guys think, what music you should put in, maybe Christmas music from these movies. I don't know, don't worry about it, I don't care. That being said, be safe, tune in next time.